Hi guys, welcome back. I'm Bijan if you're new here, and nice to meet you if you are new. When I first started learning that I was autistic and had ADHD, I was like looking for one big explanation that was like, oh, that's the thing. That's the thing where I should have noticed it. But then I started to realize after doing research and like looking in on things in my past, it's really just a lot of little things that were like, that makes a lot of sense now. I realized I had been making accommodations for myself without even realizing it. I had safe zones. I had environments that I created for myself specifically for things that I was struggling with. Basically, I had a lot of systems in place that were helping me without me knowing they were helping me. When it came to being social, I would want to know how long I had to be somewhere or what was the expected amount of time that I had to be there. So if it's an hour, cool, I'll stay an hour and like 5 minutes and then I'm gonna dip out because I don't wanna be here anymore. But I think my brain was creating these safety things for me without me realizing it to protect my peace. But now that I know I'm autistic and ADHD, I can further take those tools and make myself feel even safer and more regulated without dysregulating myself 24/7 and abiding by social expectations. Even though it feels like nobody else has to follow those things, I just put those rules on me for some reason. The little comments people made in my life started to hit differently. Oh, you're so sensitive. Why are you overthinking this so much? Why are you so much? Why are you acting like that? You ask a lot of questions. Can you slow down a little bit? For years, I heard those things as, what is wrong with you, Bijan? It's not a flaw, it's just my brain works differently than everyone else's, and I didn't realize that as much. I started to notice patterns in my everyday life. It wasn't that I started to remember things from my childhood, it was more I started to pay attention to what was presently happening in the here and now. Maybe it was needing a recovery day after a long weekend or even one social gathering. Maybe it was creating safety nets for myself. Maybe it was getting overwhelmed at too many choices for something and I needed longer to decide than most people, or maybe I just wasn't understanding what was being said to me in that moment because I take longer to process and hear things. The more I paid attention, the more these things started to make sense and added up for me in my brain, like 1 + 1 = 2. It was kind of what happened for me. I stopped dismissing things because they were too small. What might seem small to somebody else might be really big to me. And if my brain is ruminating on it, then I should probably talk about it, because a lot of times that will alleviate the anxiety, it will alleviate the stress, and usually it's something so simple that can be worked through. But I always felt like I was too much, so I never wanted to annoy someone or be too much for someone and prove that I was too much. But now I'm trying to listen to those little things and just let myself have those moments, because I do work differently than most people. I'm not like everyone else, and I now know that. I realized I spent years explaining myself to people. Oh, I'm just anxious. Oh, I'm quirky. Oh, I'm a little weird. Everyone probably does this. Oh, it's no big deal. This is just who I am. Sometimes it's hard to recognize something is different when it's all you've ever known. And so I wasn't lying to myself. I was just saying what I thought was true. Every day is a new learning experience for me. I experience something new every single day about myself. I'm still learning, and I think this will be a lifelong journey. It's not just gonna happen overnight for me. And it's kind of fun. It's like putting together a puzzle that I didn't know I needed to put together. Like, oh, that's a part of those things that are different about me. I'm not neurotypical. I have certain ways that my brain works. I have a certain way I like things. And when I figure out what those things are connected to and why I like them, then I have more of a reason for my why, and I understand why I need things the way I do. And if I have to adapt because I have a partner and a family, then I'm gonna adapt along the way, but at least I know why these things are happening the way that they are. I think that's what surprised me the most. Nothing changed overnight for me. I just slowly started to understand myself more with a little bit more compassion. And honestly, like I said, I don't think I'll ever be done putting the puzzle pieces together, because this is a life journey for me. As always, guys, thanks for listening to me ramble. I will talk to you guys tomorrow, and I hope you have a wonderful day. Bye.